Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Hek'ma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Yo, it's Thursday. Time for you to join the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming, and the player is Barry Church.
Yeah.
Former Dallas Cowboys
Pop
safety,
locking.
Hopping on y'all, man.
looking like a church deacon,
Yes, sir. President Church, man.
passing around the plate
It is.
for players.
Put the collection
Help.
plate around one more time. One more time.
offering some help to the Cowboys
Yeah, I do like that, man.
as they get ready for Monday night against the Houston Texans. Hek'ma Harrison's here. I'm Newy Scruggs.
Out of the way, youth choir. He's so wholesome.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, you gonna say a prayer for the team?
Yeah, I might break it down for him, man. I might break it down for him pregame or something, man. We going to be at the stadium. We're going to be at the stadium.
That's going to be live, man.
Monday night?
Yeah, that's going to be live. Y'all did a good job the other night, man.
Appreciate that, man.
The other
Appreciate
day.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, the other day.
Yeah, we had it. The
Night?
fans it was cracking.
Yeah.
I was surprised, though. I will say this. I was surprised at how many Eagles fans.
Oh, they was up in there.
It was, man. It was.
But I tell you what.
It took over the whole broadcast, man.
I will tell you that on Monday, the people coming from up 45 to this one, they coming up 45.
It's gonna be.
And those who already live here, be very vocal, very vocal. Yeah, you remember the first time the Cowboys and Texans ever played each other?
Was that Cowboy Stadium back in Irving?
No,
What
it's
was
in
that?
Houston.
Oh,
First ever franchise history.
They took the L on
Crazy.
that one. I was like, man,
Uncle Wade.
Yeah.
hate to see.
That was for the trophy you was asking about the other day, right?
Governor's Cup or
that no
whatever.
longer exists.
Yeah, because I done beat them twice.
Phantom.
And I
Phantom
ain't
Cup.
getting nothing. I ain't no trophy, no nothing. It's crazy, man.
Probably something the owners have between each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like the Clark Hunt has, they got the Preston Hollow Trophy between the Hunt family and the Joneses. So
Preston
they
Hollow.
just go down the street.
I don't know nothing about it.
Or is it the Highland Park, something like that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Something high dollar wear. So
Yeah, you know it.
it is that.
Just to be clear, that wasn't Uncle Wade. That was
That's right. That's
Campo.
Right. Campo, yes. I'm sorry.
2002.
Campo, yes.
My
yes.
boy Campo.
It was 02.
Part of those 5-11 runs, those three straight Campo 5-11
is correct.
runs.
Three
man.
straight 5'11s?
Yeah, man.
Damn. Yeah, that'll get you up out of there, man.
I mean,
That'll
look,
get you up out of there.
some of it wasn't Campo's fault. I mean, this was that salary cap that they had to pay for all that stuff, man. It was rough times, man.
5'11.
I know Campo appreciate that coming from you.
Yeah, I liked Campo, man. I like Campo. Campo was a part of those Jimmy teams that won Super
Yeah.
Bowls, and he was down there at the University.
Great
of Miami.
personality, great dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just, no one was really winning with those rosters. Hey, man, here's Quincy Carter, Chad Hutchinson, and then you had Clint Sterner starting games. Ryan Leaf started the game. It was hard time. Dustin Rhodes was hard
Here for a
time.
player, man.
It was hard time.
Rhodes.
Son of a plumber. They were doing the family 4-packs out of Texas Stadium. 4 Pepsis, 4 hot dogs, and you remember them days, Chris Beam? I mean, it was hard times, man. Salary cap
For
was
sure.
jacked up, bro. It wasn't pretty, man. And then Parcells came in and they brought some hope back, so it was tough, man.
The big thing about 02 was Emmett was going for the record that year. So that was basically what we had.
Yes, the diamond amongst trash quote that came out there.
Move over, sweetness.
Oh,
The
man.
other day.
Yes,
That was Sham on the call, right? Wasn't that
Yes,
Sham?
sir.
Every time.
Voice of the
Yes,
Star,
sir.
man.
Yes,
Voice of the
sir.
Star.
Can we come out officially now and say this is a bad team? Cowboys.
I want to hear what you
Yeah,
got
look
to
at that.
say, man. I want to hear what you
But,
got to
hey,
say.
walking right into that. Go ahead, walk right into that.
Get the people what they want.
Can I start with a question I asked a couple weeks ago about 32 teams in the NFL, the great teams, the good teams, bad teams, and the basement dweller teams. We talked about those. Now, after week 9, week 10 in the NFL, can we say that there are no great teams in the NFL? Even though Kansas City is undefeated, but as we talk about great teams, would you say that they're a great team right now, or just really good team?
That's tough, man. They ain't lost since Christmas.
Right, they haven't. Okay, but you saw the Denver game. You saw the Denver game. So there's some cracks in their armor. And I only bring that up to say that, when you look around the NFL right now, there are some teams that are showing that they are good teams, but there are some bad teams. Bottom of the basement teams, I would say those are your Carolinas. Those are your Carolinas. Those are your Giants. They're your Giants. And,
You gonna come around?
Nah,
it's
just
come around the question.
But can I look? I'm
walking down there, tiptoeing through the tulips.
Down, bro.
Ease on down the road.
They got us. Everybody come on out. They got us. Everybody come on out, man. Everybody come on out.
I swear to God, dude. Yo.
They done got us. Everybody step on out, man.
Hands up.
Come on, man.
Jake over there behind the bush. Come on out, man. Hey, they done got us all, man.
You with the Miller Lite cup. Come on out. Put the hopium down, sir. Put the whole batch. Put the hopium down. And that Giddy baby oil. Put it down. Come
Hey, the level 3 narcotic, man. Come on out. Come on out, man.
It's
okay.
Stop, man. I don't know.
Hek'ma. Come on, man. Come on
out, man.
Come on, man. Step into the light.
Y'all ain't right, man. I swear to God, man. Look, I'm trying to plead my case, fellas.
Okay.
I'm pleading my case, fellas.
My bad.
All right.
My bad.
I go back to something Newy always talks about, right? the not the profit margin, the point margin. I'm thinking money. The point margin in the NFL, teams are still winning by 3.5, right? So these games are close. But yeah, man, we teetering. We right there close, man. We starting to look like that team.
Ain't in the basement yet.
Not in the basement yet, but we there, man. We there.
And I didn't ask about the basement.
I know you did.
Bad team. This is a bad team.
This is a bad
team.
This is.
Okay. This is a bad team. When you can't run the football.
Well, y'all something bad.
When you can't keep the other team from running. 10 turnovers into the last 2 home games. You can't win at home.
Haven't won at home.
Yes, you haven't won at home the whole calendar year. This is a bad team. And there's more football to be played. But right
8
now,
more weeks.
It's a lot more football.
A lot of football.
Yes. It's a lot of struggle in that.
And this right now is a bad team. I mean, dude, when I told you the spin class lady called me out
of nowhere, too.
Your Cowboys are done.
It's kind of shocking.
She don't even know football like that. She'll tell you, I don't know sports, but she knew that much.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking.
Hey,
kind of puts you off.
I still have to work.
Yeah,
I still have to be out there. But it's a bad team, and that goes to the next thing that you talked about in the pre-show. Mm-hmm. Where do we lay this at right now? That this is a bad team.
Ask him. He the one who posed the question.
I would have to say, man, everybody gets a third in this, in my opinion. Everybody gets a third, man. You got to go the head guy. He's coming too. You got to go to the head guy. You got to go. McCarthy got to have a piece in this, because he's in charge of the offense, and the offense has been mighty pedestrian so far this year. You got to go to the players as well, because those are the guys that they're pay the king's ransom to go out there and perform at a high level, execute these game plans, and we haven't seen it. The stars aren't starring, all right? The Dak Prescotts of the world, the CD Lambs, on the defensive side of the football, when healthy, because they were healthy at the beginning of the season. They just haven't been performing, and then you also got to go all the way up to the top of the management on this one. Those are the guys that put this team together, knowing that, you were losing a lot of depth pieces last year on your defensive line. You lost Armstrong, you lost Fowler. You put a lot of faith in the guys that haven't shown you much since they've been in the lineup. And I'm talking about a Mozzie Smith. I'm talking about an old Diggy Zua. There was warts on this team before the season even started. And they weren't, I don't know what the word to describe it, but they didn't take care of what they needed to take care of. The running game, which we all knew was a problem back in spring, back in March, April, we knew that the running game was going to be a problem. You didn't take care of that as well. And then you look at receiver outside of CD Lamb. It's just a lot of issues that this team had going into the season that weren't taken care of. And to me, that's got to go all the way up to the top, and then it works its way down. So to me, I'm giving a third to everybody on that situation.
But Church, I'm go back. Your exact words. Who's at most to blame for this season? So you trying to give a third?
Yeah.
Now I want you to answer the very question you pose. Who's at most to blame? So you asking the question, who's at most? Who's the face?
The face of this.
Who's that guy?
Man, you got to go all the way up top. You got to. You got to go all the way up top on this situation. When you talk about putting teams together and you're losing, key pieces, all pros, people that got this team 3 straight 12-5 seasons, and you don't replace them with something of value, you know what you're getting into before the season starts.
Yeah.
So, as much as, I'm saying, the Stars got to play better, which they do, and Mike McCarthy got to come up with a better situation. But when a carpenter doesn't have his tools, how much can you go out there and really do?
Look, injuries in youth. Can I put it on injuries and youth? Can I say that? Can you go to the fact that going into the season you lost Sam Williams, who was going to be your replacement for a guy like Dorrance Armstrong? Can I also say that you lost Tank, who is a guy that keeps you from being multiple in a lot of your defensive sets? Yeah, you don't have your tools, but you also don't have the other tools that made you flexible on your defense to do any of the things that you came into the season saying that you would do. You have a rookie you have a rookie at center, you have a rookie left tackle, and I don't care what your predictions were for those guys. You couldn't have predicted they would struggle as mightily as they did at the beginning of the season. Your offense hadn't had any rhythm because your quarterback hasn't had any time. Your defense hadn't played well all season because of injuries, because different guys were missing at different parts of the season, even in your secondary. So, look, I know everybody's going to point the finger at Jerry. It's going to be your front office is the reason you didn't get a lot of the talent that you could have in free agency. I attest that when you look at the wide receiver room, that was as fitting of a room to say, look, I think we need one more body in here beside the Jalen's and some of the Brooks and some of these other guys, right?
Yeah.
You probably could have gotten better there, but no one could have predicted that this team would be as hurt up as they were at the beginning of the season, but also the youth and the inexperience showing up the way that it did. You've just gotten steamrolled in games, and you haven't had an opportunity to respond because you don't have enough talent or depth in your offensive line. We've been through those seasons where we've been playing musical chairs at the offensive line position. Man, BBE and Guyton have struggled. Yeah. And on top of that, Steele has struggled. Yeah. First ballot struggled. Yeah. It's been all across the board. And so, look, man, it's been ugly from the beginning. And on top of the fact that your offensive coordinator that was number 1 in the league last year, top 5 on offense, and it hadn't even looked similar to the team that it was last season.
This falls at the general manager, and the owner and the general manager are the same person, and he has taken his hits and he's owned up to the hits when he's been asked, the past couple shows on 105.3 The Fan. I go back into free agency, and the Cowboys have not been active in free agency for a number of years.
Since Brandon Carr, I think. That was the last big one.
And so while you weren't active, Dan Quinn gets hired by Washington, and he basically takes your middle class away. Mm-hmm. I kind of think about, you have those teams. You got, your high dollar elites.
You got the working class.
Right, middle class, and then you got those right there. That middle class of dudes, Armstrong, Fowler, those guys left. Mm-hmm. And you were hoping, well, we got Sam Wills, time for Sam to go ahead and do his thing. He's been wanting to play. And Latimer, he thought it didn't happen. And you can get fooled sometimes into thinking your talent is better than it is. Stephen would always say, we like our guys. Mm-hmm. The guys in the receiver room haven't been good for a couple of years. You've gotten away with it. Now you got Cooks hurt. There's nobody there. Tolbert has not risen up the way you thought he would as a third rounder. Didn't happen. McCarthy's developed some other receivers in Green Bay, but this wasn't one of those guys. He didn't become a James Jones. He didn't become a Greg Jennings up there. Tolbert didn't do that. But this is what the owner has given them. I think that they waited too long to get Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb signed. If you signed them earlier, then you've got a better idea of what you need to do and what kind of money you got. Mm-hmm. That could have been done quicker because they kept saying, we're trying to get these guys signed. So while you were trying to sign them and you were waiting to get something done, you didn't, because you kept saying, we got to keep our money straight for them. Well, you kept it, and you've paid Lamb, you've paid Dak, but what could you have done if you got some of that stuff finished up early?
Yeah, could have got you some more free agents, man.
The all-in was not the all-in fans thought. Mm-hmm. The guys you replaced, I mean, tell me one replacement they've had from last year's team that you say that was an upgrade.
Eric Kendricks.
Over
Marquise Bell, or over
Marquise Bell was starting because they had injuries. Overshown was hurt.
Okay. I'm just saying Eric Kendricks. I would say over the guy that LVE, who retired, obviously because of injuries.
Okay. So Van Der Esch. Okay, over Van Der Esch.
You asked me to say something. I just had to.
No.
I had to give you one. I usually just dog my team, though.
Tyron Smith.
Goes down.
Yeah. Tyron goes down. Tyron leaves. Guyton has not been better than him.
No.
Biotish leaves. I raised my hand and somebody said I wouldn't have paid him.
BB ain't it.
BB
Well,
has
not
not
yet,
been better.
at least, yeah.
But right now, he hasn't. Tony Pollard. He's left at running back. Wasn't an upgrade.
Nope.
Fowler, Armstrong. That depth unit right there that hasn't been replaced.
Nah.
It's just tough to win. And you're playing a first place schedule.
That's the key. You knew you was playing a first place schedule to the entire offseason. You knew you was going to get the best of the best. And like you just said, you didn't replace those key pieces with at least an upgrade or somebody that's right there on par with these guys.
Yeah, man.
It's tough, man. That's tough. But they put themselves in a situation.
And so you lost your defensive coordinator and the scheme he was running and the players that he was using. You brought in another guy. He run in a different scheme. Mm-hmm. And you hear chatter that some folks aren't exactly in love with what Mike Zimmer's doing. They didn't necessarily enjoy all the changes. So you've got issues over there. Mm-hmm. The offensive coordinator has not called good games this year. It's been a struggle. Mm-hmm. I think we could all say last week was a hard week. Brother, what was that?
Tough. Yeah. The boys pulled the starters in the fourth quarter.
Yes. That's been a challenge. So when you say who's the most, I got to go back to the general manager because that's your job is to give this team better talent. Their talent right now, with us, we said they're a bad team. Mm-hmm. You're a bad team because you don't have talent.
No.
And you're hurt. You don't have talent and you're hurt. I guess, Newy, what I look at is looking at the league in total at some of your mediocre teams, or some of your teams right now that are not looking very good. I mean, if you look at the Miami Dolphins, if you look at the Los Angeles Rams, these are teams that obviously don't have those household names other than your quarterback and some of the guys that are making themselves into Puka Nacua, guys like that. But on defense, who do they have? Who are their guys? You're seeing guys step up. And in years past in the Cowboys, when they let go of guys like Amari Cooper, your question was who can step up and give you the production? You have a star receiver behind him. You give him that opportunity, and he rewards you. The league is all about the guy next up. You can't sign guys just like you felt like you couldn't sign the center. It was time to give Sam Williams that opportunity. He shown you just from being special teams, all those other things, situational, that he could step in and you go up and you recruit. That's not recruit. You draft a guy in Marshawn Kneeling. You expect for him to step in, and these guys are hurt. We hadn't seen them since week 2. Hadn't seen him, Sam Williams, the whole entire season, but Marshawn Kneeling hadn't seen him either. So, look, injuries has decimated this team, and and you can stand back and say, yeah, Jerry made a mistake. You lost your defensive coordinator. He took some of your, what did you call him? Middle class?
Middle class. Working class guys.
He took your working class guys.
I was a part of that. I know.
Okay, and you know what? I will admit, Dorrance Armstrong, it was one of those players just based off of production, just based off of the numbers. Mm-hmm. I saw how good he was, but I mean, to say that, man, he is the glue that held this whole defense together, him leaving didn't feel like that to me. But now, I mean, hindsight 2020, like I can look at it and say, damn, maybe you should have kept one of those guys.
Mm-hmm. And so I understand what you're saying. Hey, when he left, like, man, this wasn't a starting play. But in the course of 17 games and injuries and just running guys in and out, DQ had a nice little system going where he was using guys. Like I said, you don't notice the middle class people until they go like,
your Jags.
I won't say Jags because.
No, they put in work. They
I mean, you look at the sack numbers that Armstrong had. I won't say they were Jags, just guys, as Parcells would call them. I just think they were very integral to what they were doing. And, okay, hey, you want to double Micah? Next thing you say, here,
there's Armstrong.
Fowler gets loose for a sack, that kind of thing. That's gone. And what you thought was there wasn't there. And once again, overvaluing a little bit of the talent. That, hey, we think we'll be good. Like the receiving corps, they're not good players. And it wasn't like they came in last year, well, this guy's coming on. Mozzie Smith, you basically made Mozzie Smith a starting player based on
what?
Time? There's no time for consistency.
Right,
none of
right.
that.
You know what it was.
None of that.
Right. That nobody, hey, man, we need to go get somebody. We need to reinforce this thing one more time. That's where I look at the general manager. That's your job. You got to go ahead as the general manager and get that done. And that's the next thing this offseason where they've got to put in the work to get back and say, hey, what are we doing here? What is our salary cap and how do we go back and get these guys to improve? Like Luke Schoonmaker.
He ain't done nothing either, man.
Luke, as a second-round pick as a tight end, you're supposed to be in here starting and contributing.
Right, being very firm with Schoon. Yeah. Being firm about his production. As you talk about Mozzie and what you thought, what different did you think you were going to get this season? And he's still in the starting lineup. He's still there. So it's not like they're deviating or going away from him because of the production.
And you can't, really, essentially.
Who's behind him? Big Joseph? Big Linval? I mean, and that's what, when you wait to get these deals done, those are the type of free agents you're going to get. You got to wait and get the 15-year veterans to come in here and try to be a productive piece of the defense when we all know the best days are behind them.
The only way you get better in any endeavor in business is to sit up here to do the autopsy, and this is where we are, guys. It's a bad team. Start looking at these games here. You're not gonna make the playoffs. Where do you go in 25? Who are the guys that can you really think, hey, this player can help us? Let's get him on the field. Let's find out more about what this player can do and get ready to go hit free agency hard, get back in the middle class. Because if they're going to have issues in terms of contracts again, the Chargers they let go of Austin Eckler. They go bring in J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Paid like $1.6 million. You've got to be able to go find those guys and make those moves work. Belichick was always good at finding these middle-class dudes like the Kyle Van Noy off somebody's scrap heap and find a way to go in. Rodney Harrison was discarded by the Chargers. He found a way to find. You've got to go back and do that. Dan Quinn found those kind of guys. That he found that worked for him, and they were drafted. Like George Archer was like a 4th-round pick. He was a very good player at Kansas. Teams weren't good at Kansas, but he could play. You got to go back and find those guys, and you got to get people like a Luke Schoonmaker in the 2nd round to sit up here and do something. You need a Matt Waletzko who's drafted on a 3rd day. You need him to make some contributions. Dude out here stealing checks. You got to do that. Awesome Richards looks like he may be a guy who can be here for a minute here. So you got to work on that. All right, we're late on breaks like crazy. Man. Let's get our 25 backs, man. Let's get our first break right here with Hek'ma Harrison. He's Barry Church. I'm Newy Scruggs. Players Launch brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Are you the 2024 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year? The Dallas Cowboys and Captain Morgan are celebrating extraordinary, inspiring, and original fans. Nominate yourself or the biggest Cowboys fan you know for a chance to be named the 2024 Fan of the Year and win prizes, including a trip to Super Bowl 59. Visit DallasCowboys.com/Fan of the Year. Go Cowboys! Back to the Players Lounge.
Help him out, man.
Gear up for Turkey Day the Cowboys way. Score all the essentials for the perfect Thanksgiving Day outfit at the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop near you, or log on to shop.dallascowboys.com. A Fanatics experience, and stay ready to cheer on the boys at the 2024 Salvation Army Red Kettle kickoff game.
All righty. He is Hek'ma Harrison. Joined by Barry Church, former Cowboy safety. I'm Newy Scruggs.
Don't die, Craig.
Don't do it.
Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig.
Get up, Scruggs. So I went out there yesterday to that. They had the press conference yesterday for the fight. I tried to get my credential, but when I showed up, all the people were gone. I'm like, oh, okay. So they're like, come back tomorrow. I'm like, no, I'm not coming back tomorrow. No.
You gonna go on Friday?
I didn't get my credentials, so I ain't going anywhere.
Oh, that is tomorrow. Dang, I thought it was
Yeah,
So you ain't gonna
like come back tomorrow. No, I'm not. It was a crowd of people. I guess they had some kind of concerts with like 2 lines. They're like, no.
I'm gonna be watching that thing.
You go ahead, watch.
I'm gonna watch.
You go watch. And then Jake Paul went and asked everybody, how much you gonna put on the fight, who you put on Tyson, how much you willing to give me. Yeah. Hey man, they're selling it. They're selling it hard, and people wanted to come see the free workout here.
For real.
If this thing lasts, what is it, 8 rounds you said?
8 rounds.
Man, it ain't gonna, ain't no way.
Ain't
no way.
You said 2-minute rounds instead of 3?
2-minute rounds.
2-minute rounds instead of 3.
Hey, 2-minute rounds and 2-minute break.
Hey,
I don't even know if it. I don't know if it's a 2-minute break. I think it's still just a minute break.
Man, Mike gonna be done after 3 rounds, bro.
Hey,
He gonna be done, bro. He gonna be done.
58.
You throwing too.
Yeah.
Especially if Jake put the pressure on him. Man, I
have never been scared for somebody I do not want to see this, man. I do not want to see Mike get destroyed by Jake Paul.
What you don't want is to see Mike like falling through the rope.
Oh. Yes, that's what I don't want.
Or catch one of them hook. You don't see the hook next thing.
Wobbly leg.
No, when you get like.
Or one of them
get put to sleep, right?
Yes, one of them uppercuts he don't see.
Man.
His mouthpiece goes to the third row. Hey, I don't want
smelling salts.
Yeah,
man, I
man.
can't do it.
They got Mike looking crazy. Mike can't even turn like he was doing. Like Mike turned his whole body the other day to turn. Like, what's up with Mike's neck? I think you need your neck. He turned his whole body. Somebody said, Mike said, what's going on?
Oh, man. Get my best.
What's happening?
Oh, man.
Don't do my man
Keep
like
your hands
that.
up, Mike. Keep your hands up, man, because goddamn.
Oh, man.
That's funny when he say he turned his whole body. Oh,
Been around a
gosh.
couple coaches like that.
That made me think of right there. He said that, man. That made me think of that.
No.
That boy gonna be out there. Hey. My neck and my back.
It's gotta suck, man. I think you need to turn, bro.
Hey, man, I just hope the purse is worth it, man. I just hope the purse is worth it.
It obviously is going to
Netflix
be.
It gotta be something chunky.
Unbelievable. Wow.
You seen this? I don't know, man.
So Jerry World's got Friday night. He'll be out there, man. So
I just don't want to see him run out of gas. I mean, like if he runs out of gas and he has nothing in the tank, though, if he makes it like second, third round fight, like this guy gonna have nothing.
He got to go out there. Like, I'm going to have to knock this young dude out.
Right away.
Like, that's the only way he got a
But
chance.
then that's the thing.
Man.
If he does that and he empties the tank,
Ooh,
it's over.
it's curtains.
Yeah, you don't want George Foreman like the Rumble in the Jungle. You punch yourself out.
It's
you
curtains.
You don't want that, but man, it is. Oh, so you don't want to see him get caught and put to sleep. And you also don't want to see him just get your face all battered around the ring, and then they
Looking like Martin.
man, I don't wanna see that.
Looking like Martin.
I don't want to see that.
I can't do it.
Well, you see one of the guys from the ring be like it was in Rocky IV. Throw the damn towel.
Yes.
Throw the damn towel.
Throw the towel in, man. That's I'm telling you, it's hard for me to even think that this is a fight that's gonna go on his record too. This is a record fight. It's not like they.
Is it?
Yes.
What?
See, Jake Paul not a real fighter.
But Mike is.
Was.
At some point. But I mean, it's just like for boxers, there's got to be some kind of commission. This guy's got to take an EKG before the fight.
Damn.
He's got to take an EKG before the fight.
Man.
Come on, man.
Hopefully somebody in there like, man, you can't do this, man.
Come on, Mike, man.
Can't do this, Mike.
You don't see him like Leon Spinks. Remember the time he fought Leon Spinks? Tyson fought him, and Leon went down in round one. Boy, he said, go ahead. I'm going to let I'm done.
Like he can tag somebody in, Mike.
Got to.
you go.
You got any sons or something, man?
Yeah.
Get in the ring.
Tag somebody in.
Tyson Jr. get in the ring, but goddamn.
But everybody, I mean, the allure of this fight is you want to see Mike conjure up old Mike.
What the last time he really was thrown in the ring? Was that when him and Jones was going at it for like just a little spar off?
Yes,
or
that was the
something
last time. That was the last time.
It was like no headshots or something. Like, it was just all body.
Jerry World got it. It's going to be interesting, man. You're just hoping. I don't think Tyson's winning. I don't think Tyson's going to win the fight.
Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. I don't want to.
Yeah, Mike. What you talking? Come on.
Oh man.
Come on,
But the first time he go down, somebody got to be like, all right, man. That's
it.
That's it, man. Don't get it.
It's a wrap.
There ain't no more. That was it,
Man, he get hit with a clean shot is oh my God. I mean, but if he knocks Jake Paul out, it's gonna be like, holy moly. Hey, 58-year-old Mike Tyson just knocked this dude out. That would be crazy.
I hope that doesn't give him like confidence. Like, I can still do this.
Now let it go at that. Just stop right there.
Stop after that.
Stop.
Right after that. It's over. No.
I'll be straight about it. I don't even, who was the last person Mike Tyson fought? I don't even know.
Roy Jones. Him and Roy Jones. You talking about like a real fight?
Yeah.
I don't know about a real
last time he
joint.
fought somebody.
I don't know about a real
Dude,
joint.
that's probably 10 years, more than 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago. Since he had a real fight. And that was some like barroom guy that he got beat up by.
He got beat up by him?
I mean, Mike at the end of his career, it was not good. It was
like Butterbean?
Yeah. Some another like that.
Butterbean.
Butterbean
used to get him.
Yes.
Butterbean.
Was handing out pressure.
Somebody with dad bod.
Yeah.
Butterbean.
Don't.
Butterbean was put boys to sleep.
I remember Butterbean.
No, I used to go. I was in Vegas for the Butterbean fights, man. I was out there for those, man. I remember Butterbean getting set up.
Who was the? It was a Spanish champion, the one that knocked out the guy from England.
Which one?
Big heavy set.
Oh, yeah. Ruiz. Yeah.
Ruiz.
Yeah, Ruiz, my man. All right, don't sleep on Ruiz. He put Anthony Joshua to sleep.
He did.
All right, and body stuff don't mean nothing. All right, you catch them hands. All right, that's what you can do. You can go to sleep out here playing around.
Tickets are available if you want to go watch the fight over at AT&T Stadium on Friday night.
Snoring.
So,
play with it if you want to.
Ruiz did put him down, man.
Anthony Joshua came out there without no muscles.
He got slapped.
What Ruiz put his elotes down and went over there and beat the brakes off of him.
Man.
Yeah. Stretch. All right.
Oh man,
Man, this is
I forgot about that.
I can't believe like hotels are sold out right now. Arlington can't get everything around Agtown is sold
crazy,
out.
Man.
It's gonna be a crazy atmosphere tomorrow at AT&T Stadium for a Mike Tyson.
Is there anybody in like the prelims, or is it just
Yeah, they got a gang of prelims. Yeah,
loaded them up there, man.
Oh,
There's
no,
action.
it's
a boxing card now. It's a card.
Oh, it's a
card.
Oh yeah,
It's a card.
no,
Yes,
they
sir.
got some good stuff going.
No, it's a card. It's a card. So, yeah, man. No, it's you pay, there's going to be fights. There'll be fights
going on.
All right, take one more break. We'll go back to the Cowboys. We're talking about AT&T Stadium, so we at least kept it in,
the curtains will be drawn.
Yes. Hek'ma Harrison, Barry Church. I'm Newy Scruggs, Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
The sun won't be in.
Hey, Danny McCray here for Smoothie King. You know every great workout deserves a great reward. So treat yourself right with new coconut smoothie bowls. Made with real fruit, crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, creamy coconut, and topped with the chocolate hazelnut or honey drizzle. With 2 new flavors, it's perfect for you and the workout buddy. So you both can stay on track even after you leave the track. Scoop up new coconut smoothie bowls only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2024 NFL season, Boss teamed up with the Cowboys and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection. The Boss Cowboys collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Arriving just in time for the start of the season, the distinctive attire from the latest Boss Cowboys expansion offers sports aficionados and true bosses the chance to show their team spirit and style. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. # be your own boss.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1, any broadcast without the express edition of cook-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12, no crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane's sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Witness the biggest boxing event in modern history at Netflix and MVPs Paul versus Tyson and Taylor versus Serrano. Head to AT&T Stadium on Friday, November 15th as international superstar Jake Paul takes on the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson. And don't miss Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano's long-awaited rematch for the undisputed super lightweight championship. Limited tickets are available now at SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing partner of AT&T Stadium.
Mm-hmm. No, how did we say about Jake Paul there? International, what did we call him?
International superstar.
Right. Not, IBF champ.
Nothing like
WBC, WBO.
Not international.
So
Walmart champ.
Took the YouTube off.
Yes,
what
he did.
International
He did.
superstar.
Start training in Puerto Rico. He was international on him.
It's over, man.
So
think of the beauty. They've got. There's media out here.
Yeah.
There's fans showing up here.
Oh yeah.
That you can sell something that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, might as well
you can
say
sell
it.
it. Yeah.
Just say it.
It's
it's going down.
Yeah. This is not Canelo out here bringing a belt and fighting somebody. This is not that. This isn't Spence bringing a world championship belt and fighting somebody. This is not that. It's an international superstar versus a baddest man on the planet circa 1985.
And they put that on there, though.
And they're selling it. We are selling it.
I'm mad I can't be there. I'm mad I'm not going. I just train wreck. I just want to see the train wreck.
You want my credentials? Yeah.
Nah, man, I got a job to do. I'll be in the stadium.
That's true.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. How did the Cowboys win against Houston? How do you do it?
And you better hope Parsons picks up where he left off, and he's just wrecking shop. That's the only way, in my opinion, they win this game, is that defense goes out there, forces some more turnovers like they were able to do against Philly, and this offense is able to capitalize on it. I mean, that's the only way, because if they get down more than 14 points, man, it might be curtains. It just might be curtains. So Parsons got to be that guy that we know he can be. A defensive player of the year candidate. He's got to be that. And all to go against this team and get a dub.
Yeah. C.J. Stroud is, to me, like most good quarterbacks, they go through that second-year slump. You're seeing it a little bit. Yeah, for sure. A little bit of regression, but, he has the active ingredients around him to do really good things. Joe Mixon, I think, carries a lot of the weight for them. I think that's the matchup that literally we hadn't talked about him at all this week, but Joe Mixon is one of those running backs, man. He can get out on you on the outside, and he's very effective also in the passing game.
That's true.
Even though C.J. Stroud has lost a lot of his wide receivers, he does still have those weapons. Man, and DeMeco Ryans has this defense playing. Although Will Anderson has been hurt, they have a guy, Danielle Hunter. If you don't know, he's still Danielle. I saw a spin move he did the other day, and I was like, please, Terrence Steele, don't be watching this.
Man, they about to.
No, Terrence T. Steele, don't watch this.
It's your turn.
It's
your turn.
It's one of those. It's one of those matchups, especially for a team like Houston that's trying to get right. It's a dangerous game because I think they've been so out of sync over the last couple of games that they need something to get kind of galvanize them as a team. And coming into AT&T Stadium, that they're like, man, this is the right team for us at the right time. Yeah. But I'm with you. Defensively, you need Micah to put his cape back on and not only get the sacks, but also be sturdy in the run game because I think that's what Joe Mixon, that's the challenge that Joe Mixon presents. He's just one of those guys that can hit you in a variety of different areas, and you're going to need your defense to play alignment assignment this week. Yeah.
All right, we do have football tonight. Is a critical game in the NFC East. Washington at Philadelphia. The Eagles are favored by 4. Give me Philadelphia to win 28-19.
28-19?
Yeah, your boy Keelan.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all starting to come around.
It's really Jalen Hurts.
Y'all starting to come around a little bit.
Jalen Hurts.
Last week it was Saquon. Now it's Jalen Hurts.
I'm not going to get in that with y'all.
I'm just saying, man. One of these days y'all going to get a bad credit. But give me Philly. It's going to be a good game, though. Give me Philly 28-24.
Y'all know, after all that good stuff y'all just said about the middle class in Washington and DQ, all that good stuff y'all just said, y'all going to take all that back? Y'all gonna take all that back. You think that DQ gonna go into Philly, not with a plan to shut down my man Saquon? You don't think he seen Keller?
Go ahead.
Keep it around Keller. Go for a minute.
What you about to do?
Jay Daniels.
You go ahead.
Y'all don't know nothing about me. Y'all, the rookie Jay Daniels and what he doing back there. I got Washington. I'm going Washington. I'm going 24. I'm going 24-20.
Oh,
Washington.
Man.
All right.
Just giving up the lead.
Commandries.
Giving up the lead.
Commandries.
Not the Mandries.
The Mandries. Calling it the Mandries. Do we need to get your picks right now? Do we need to get all your
y'all, if y'all want.
Are you going to turn them in? You going to turn them in?
I can turn them in for you.
All right, yeah. Turn your picks in,
y'all know what
bro.
time it is, man. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Kurt. Hey, come on, Church going on vacation.
It's a little 48 hours.
Yeah,
a little 48 hours.
He good at that, boy. I tell you what.
What you mean? I'm just a little 48 on him. That's it. The first 48.
So you're going to be out
tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah, we'll get them.
Then Monday is the game.
I'll send you the picks.
Yeah.
I mean,
CB got me.
You can at least make your Cowboy pick right now. Then.
Oh,
yeah.
What you want to do now?
Yeah,
go do it. You'll be out there Monday.
Yeah, I will be out there Monday.
Remember
for
this.
For sure.
Well, who you got?
I'll just write it down right now. Go ahead.
Damn.
He ready. He want to sit it from the beach with a drink in his hand.
Man, give me. Man.
How you doing all this hitting and haul?
Man, in the break he was. Oh man, in the break he was talking all this, man.
You know. Man, damn, this is crazy. Man, give me Houston in this one, man. Give me Houston 21-14.
I was not confident in that.
I wasn't, because last week this is the game that they can get. But, I don't see it happening, though.
Yeah, I get mine tomorrow, man.
They just threw on it.
You ain't finna get me in.
You watch a little more tape.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Give me Houston, baby. Give me Houston.
All right.
The armpit.
All right. Okay. Well, Barry Church is going to be out tomorrow, so we appreciate you.
We won't be back until Tuesday. Monday,
Tuesday. Yes,
Game
sir.
day.
Game day. We will take off. All right. For Hek'ma Harrison, former Cowboy safety Barry Church, I'm Newy Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming right here on DallasCowboys.com.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!